In the dark cold of space, the universe seems quiet, but a noise in the distance lingers. The spaceship of King Cold slowly cruises through the darkness. The king watches over the vast dominion. He has now passed over to his son, Frieza. Then, in his throne room, he hears footsteps creaking near until the door quickly opens. We see the hand of none other than the Emperor himself, that of Lord Frieza. "Father, you called for me. It sounded rather urgent." "Ah, yes, Frieza. There is a pressing matter for us to discuss. Do you remember the planet Mosha?"
"Oh, how could I forget? Of course I remember. Why do you ask?"
"Well, I think it's finally time for you to take it for yourself. You know as well as I do that they are the closest thing to a threat to your power. As you are now in control of my army, nothing can stand against you."
"Yes, I understand. It has been a long time coming for sure, and I would just love to take that planet finally."
"Good. They are formidable, but we can't have people thinking you're just putting it off, can we, son? You must be fearless, remember?"
"The mighty Frieza will fear nothing. I will take Mosha for myself and crush anyone who stands against me. Do you understand?"
"Oh, of course. I wouldn't expect anything less from my son. Now, what you must do is choose from the Frieza Force who is best suited for this job. Don't just take anyone. You won't need them all, and sometimes it's better to have a small number of good soldiers than a large crowd of useless fools."
"Oh, I have a few in mind for something like this. In fact, I'm not worried how this will go. I highly doubt it will take any longer than a day to take this planet, and I will have fun doing this in a way I personally take pleasure in."
"Oh, I know you will. Nothing will defeat the mighty Frieza."
"Nothing indeed, father."
At that moment, Frieza takes his leave. Thinking about the army he will take with him, the soldiers he will choose. Drifting down the corridor of the ship, we see Frieza deep in thought. But just then, something stops him in his tracks. "His brother, Cooler!" "I can guess why you were summoned, brother. A waste of time if you ask me. Mosha is too big a job for a brat like you. So arrogant, so careless. You don't have the experience needed to take Mosha, or even control an army like father expects."
"Now don't get jealous, brother. If father thought you were capable of this job, he would have asked you instead of me. He clearly sees something in me that isn't present in you."
"I am more than capable, Frieza. If anything, I look forward to seeing how you screw this up. Who knows, the Frieza Force may become the Cooler Force after this, and I would gladly take that crown."
"Well, keep imagining that. It is the closest you will come. I, for one, have more important things on my mind than bickering with you. For I have an army to build. Nothing will stand in my way of taking over this planet."
"Attention everyone. All soldiers are to report to the assembly room immediately. I repeat, all soldiers are to report to the assembly room immediately."
All over the ship, people are eating, drinking, but instantly stop, as they know an alert like this is not to be ignored. Walking in single file, they all march to the assembly room, lining up and taking their place as they eagerly await the presence of their galactic emperor, Frieza. Until finally, he arrives. There is a cold chill in the air, a mix of awe, respect, and fear. No one moves an inch as Lord Frieza takes his place.
Greetings, Frieza Force. Warriors from all across the galaxy are gathered here, all subordinate to me. Follow my every command and you will succeed. Fail me and you shall perish. So I bring a new mission for you today. I see amongst you only the most capable for this job, who I will personally choose myself. This is a mission I will need teams, so you will need to follow orders without question and in quick earnest. I see many of you here wanting to prove yourself to me, so this is your best opportunity to do so. And if all goes well, you may even be commended and promoted for your hard work. Now to the mission at hand. Look past me into the darkness. You will see a small brown planet. This is the planet Mosha. It is a small world, not highly developed, but enough that it's still worth taking. But this will not be an easy mission. On this planet we have two problems. The first problem is this planet has an army that is the only one in the universe that might actually rival ours, so we will destroy them. The second problem is that they have a weapon capable of great power. We will seize it for ourselves. Is that understood? This is not a mission we can afford to fail, so anyone I deem as screwing up, I will personally deal with. Now let us commence!
The Frieza ship blasts towards the planet as the Galactic Lord is ready to make his move. Meanwhile, earlier that night, we go to the planet Mosha, the city of Calvatia, where everyone in this small bar is having a good time. Drinks are being enjoyed, friends are catching up, and even in this rowdy atmosphere, there is a level of peace. And now we go to our heroes, ordering at the bar.
You sure you don't want one more, Shimichi? Though I'm not sure if your friend can handle anything else.
No, I don't think that's a good idea. He has probably had too many. Maybe we should just call it a night. Shimeji is the hero who fought off invaders a few years ago. And the drunk guy next to him is Inoki, his best friend and leader of the resistance.
Come on, big bro. I want to get out of here.
The youngest is Inoki's little sister, Porchini.
You know they only let me in here because I'm friends with Shimichi too, right? I don't think I'm old enough to be here. And I'm bored! It's not fun just being around you drunk, you know?
Oh, come on, sis. We're all having fun here, aren't we?
She's right, Inoki, and you know it. Let's get out of here.
Ah, Shimeji, are you taking care of me? Just like old times, huh? Well, you're my best friend, and I promise, next time I get wasted, I'll take care of you.
Yep, sure you will. You say that every time, and I always pretend to believe you.
I don't know why you guys do this. It's every week, exactly the same. You're lucky you have me to take care of you both.
I miss it, you know. Fighting aliens, rebelling against the king. You know, the good old days.
I don't. I enjoy the peace. This is a beautiful place when it's quiet. Sure, there's adventure with fighting the king, but let's face it, he's still in charge, and we're still spending our days like this.
Yeah, true, but I still miss it, though.
I don't miss it. Because I was never there. You'd never take me on an adventure, big bro. And why not?
Ah, Porchini, you're so loud. I swear you're worse at night.
I'm sure our next run-in with the king will be memorable. Hopefully this time, we change it all, together. And with the people behind us, nothing will stand in our way. Huh. Wow, rude. As Inoki slumbers, night passes. all is well in the world. Until... Suddenly, Anoki is woken up by Porchini shouting in his face.
Anoki, get up now! It's happening again!
Huh? What is happening again?
Invasion! There's a spaceship in the sky.
There we see, Frieza has arrived on the planet, ready to start war with the planet Mosha. A look of dread crosses Anoki's face as he starts to panic. Not again! Okay, I will take care of this myself. No one will get hurt this time. Anoki goes to rush to the battle scene, but is quickly stopped by Porchini.
No, you don't need to go. Shimiji has already gone to check it out. And we know if Shimiji is there, everything will turn out okay.
Anoki nods, and the two of them decide to sneak up behind some mountains to get a better view of the spaceship. The descent starts as the ship opens up its landing gear. Shimiji quickly races to where the ship is landing to make sure he can determine if this alien force is friend or foe. There is loud rumblings in the town of Calvadia as the buildings begin to break and the townsfolk start to panic. A large crater is formed by the ship's descent, but all the people cleared the path in time to avoid the wreckage, until finally, he's here. There is silence for a moment. Then the ship opens, and soldiers start to march out, all in uniform but saying nothing. The people of Mosha give a fearful look as these invaders step onto their planet. Finally, their leader exits the ship, Frieza.
Greetings, planet Mosha. I am Frieza, Emperor of the Universe, and I come with a request. You have something, a weapon that threatens my position of power, and I cannot have that. I would like for you to hand it over to me, and tell me where your king is.
The inhabitants of the planet just stand there, silent in fear, but also not wanting to give away what they might know.
Nothing? None of you want to talk to me? How rude. Well, I have my ways of making you talk. Melani, do you want to have some fun?
Oh, I can't wait to get my hands dirty, Lord Frieza.
Then dirty away. Just remember to keep some of them alive, okay?
Oh yes, I'll try.
As Melani walks through the crowd, the city folk stare, none of them moving an inch, as she strolls through the city like she owns it. One man stares in a different way. I'll fight you. No! She is more dangerous than she looks. Trust me.
I like you. The big one. Talk to me. If you don't, I'll kill your dumb friend right now.
What? You threaten us? You will pay for that.
Why don't you come over here? I have questions to ask you, and if you want to save everyone here, you will do as I command. Come on, don't be shy.
Fine. But don't hurt anyone. I will do what you say, Invader.
Invader? That's not very charming. Now, tell me, big guy, where can I find this weapon my lord speaks of?
I don't plan to tell you anything that might help you harm us.
That's all I needed to know, honey.
Melani then blasts the man right through his chest with an energy beam. No hesitation and no mercy. The people standing can't believe what they've seen. And just then, the Frieza Force goes to work. Everything is a target for them. No one is safe from their wrath. Melani leads the assault on the town of Calvadia as carnage, fear, takes hold of the city. Frieza stands by, watching the destruction with a smile on his face. Then, a commander of Frieza's army, Rulard, speaks.
Lord Frieza, there seems to be a strong power level rapidly approaching here. It's a very high power level of over 100,000. This is definitely something that could cause us a problem.
Frieza just stares intently at the damage caused by his army. As Melani is focused on blasting down buildings, she quickly notices something down below. A scared child from the city.
Oh, what is this? I guess I missed one? Time to work on my target practice.
Just then, a foot lands on the ground. Melani looks towards the figure to reveal Shimeji has entered the scene. Will Shimeji be able to save the city and the planet from the forces of Frieza? Find out next time on Frieza War. There is a sudden calm in the air. The dust settles just to be disturbed once again. We see our hero, Shimeji, standing in the battlefield, ready to face off against Melani of the Frieza Force. So I see what you did to this city. Slaughtering innocent people, destroying their homes. I don't need to ask which side you're on, as I know it's not ours. So I ask you this one time. Leave this planet now, or you'll have to deal with me.
You don't have a clue what you're up against, do you? I have an entire army behind me, and I could kill you without even lifting a finger myself. Frieza Force, attack!
Then, as quickly as she commanded, the soldiers rush to focus on Shimeji, all surrounding him and charging in on this single target. Shimeji powers up, and the soldiers are blinded by a flashing light. It's Shimeji's attacks. Multiple beams of energy shoot out to stop the soldiers, destroying them one after another. Lord Frieza, his power level just keeps going up. I highly doubt that Melani can take this guy. Frieza just continues to stare, not breaking his silence one bit. This is insane. He's taking out all of our men. Meanwhile, high above, from the view of the mountaintops, Inoki and Porchini look on the battle raging down at the ship.
Inoki! I can't see it!
Just move up a bit. Don't complain to me.
Oh, I can see it now. It looks crazy. Wait, Shimeji is already there. Why is he the only one fighting?
Well, with his kind of power, why would anyone else need to? Besides, it might be a nice workout for him. Shimeji continues to dominate Frieza's army. As they keep moving in, he keeps knocking them down. Grabbing his sword, he slices through the remaining pursuers, making quick work of his enemies. As the dust settles, we see our hero, Shimeji, sword still in hand, standing as the only warrior left in this epic battle. Just then, he turns to face Melani, Rulard, and Frieza. Now I have given you a chance to leave. You chose not to. So what happens next is on your back. Melani, Rulard, and Frieza stare at Shimeji. Melani grabs her scouter and starts to walk forward, saying,
This isn't over.
"It is for you. I could take you all out in one blast, but I will give you one last chance to take what is left of your army and leave here now. Enough people have died today, and we don't need any more." High above, we can see Inoki and Porchini cheering. "Oh yeah, I knew you had this covered, Shimeji!"
Woohoo! You're the best!
Shimeji grips his sword. We have had invaders before come to our planet. I am the protector of this world. I destroyed the last people who tried to take over here. And as much as I don't like fighting, I will do what needs to be done to stop tyrants like you. Our planet is made up of strong-willed warriors who will have my back. And most of all, won't back down to a threat like you. So for your sake, I suggest you leave whilst you still can.
You truly are a fool. You think you can stand up to an army? I'm sure the scouter was wrong about your power level, and as soon as I get going, nothing can.
Suddenly, in an instant, a beam of energy passes right by Melani and straight into the chest of Shimeji. It was a death beam, and it passed right through our hero. Shimeji barely tried to catch his breath as blood pours from his mouth. His friends, Inoki and Porchini, are stricken with horror as their hero is pierced through the heart. Then finally, Shimeji is dead. Lying lifeless on the ground right in front of the entire town he swore to protect.
This has gone on long enough. Someone like that couldn't even join our forces, being so self-righteous. Better to just put him out of his misery.
Just then, Rulard is alerted of something on his scouter. Lord Frieza, we have incoming. Some high power levels on that mountain have been watching us, and one of them is heading straight for us. Porchini, in a fit of rage, she lets her emotions get the better of her and rushes to attack Frieza. Frieza looks up, shocked. It's just a child. Rulard's scouter breaks.
I can't even tell what her power level even was.
Porchini rushes in to avenge her fallen friend. But just then, it's stopped.
We have to go! There is nothing we can do against this sort of power, and being stupid will just get us killed like Shimeji. Let's get out of here, now!
The heroes quickly turn back and fly as fast as they possibly can, as Frieza watches on.
I've had enough fun watching these pointless peasants slaughtered for my amusement. It's time to get to work. We have 3 objectives laid out before us, so it makes sense to split up into 3 different teams. Make sure at least one of you has your scouter on you, so you can report any progress back to me. Team 1 will be the 2 Saiyan brothers, Jetta and Demaro, along with Megra and led by Commander Alame. Your mission is to catch those Rugrats who just alerted our scouters. Rulard hasn't been able to detect their power levels, so I don't want them interfering with our plans. Once you have taken care of them, report back to the ship. Next we have Team 2, my elite squad, the Ginyu Force. Captain Ginyu will take his team of Raccoon, Jace, Berta and Bonyu. Your mission is more complex. When we landed, there was a significantly high power to the east. You'll detect it on your scouter. You must work together to see if this individual can be recruited to the Frieza Force, and if not, then dispose of them. Secondly, this weapon that I wish to acquire for myself is incomplete.
Can we stop posing?
Yes, for God's sakes, please do. As I was saying, the weapon requires a huge power source that we now hold. You must take 2 soldiers with you to carry it. Take Guldo and Plum. The main mission here is to guard this power source with your life. I will be needing it intact for later. And finally, the 3rd group will consist of me and my small team of 4. Rulard, Melani, Grappa and Yuzu. We will head to the city where the king resides. I will personally convince him to give us his weapon. If he resists, then his fate is for me to decide. All other soldiers are to remain at the ship. Do not move unless I tell you. You all have your assignments. Do not fail me. Frieza Force, move out!
The teams make haste, moving as fast as they can. They take to the sky and split off into their specified destinations. But not too far away, we see our heroes, Inoki and Porchini, still zooming through the air, looking to escape Frieza's forces. So in my opinion, the best thing to do is to look for reinforcements. Some way to fight these invaders. It's bad enough not being able to trust our own king, but this is a completely different situation. A whole new problem.
But we all know that Shimiji was the strongest fighter we have. If he can't stand up to them, we have no chance.
Yeah, true, but do you remember what Father said before he died? There's an ancient sage hidden beneath the altar of the tallest mountain on Mosha, Shantae. He said if we ever needed advice, a foe we couldn't overcome, or even felt like the planet was in danger, she would watch over us, like a goddess of nature, but with a burning fury.
I didn't realize that was real. I thought Shantae was just a story he told us. Are you sure she even exists?
Wait, what is that? Just then, Inoki turns around to find that they have been followed by Frieza's men. Commander Alame and his crew have found them and are closing in fast. How did they follow us? They couldn't have known which way we were going. They are fast though, I'll give them that. You'd be wise to stop. Save us all the time. I have a way to separate us, but I can't risk Porchini getting hurt. Not after what happened to Shimeji. I know these guys are dangerous.
They're getting closer, big brother. What do we do?
Hey, I'm thinking. It's hard to work under pressure, you know.
Well, think faster, else we're done for.
Commander Alame closes his fist and starts to charge up, unleashing a devastating blast, heading straight for our heroes. At the last possible moment, they swiftly dodge the beam as it heads up into the atmosphere. Okay, this is getting too close. Listen to me, Porchini. I'm gonna slow them down. As soon as this happens, I want you to hide inside the mountains below. I'll join you soon after, but don't wait for me, okay? Got it?
Yeah, I got it.
Inoki puts his hand to his fist, and as quick as he can, he gets ready to launch his own attack. What? He missed! Or he tried to fire it up into the sky? What's he planning? The blast goes into the air, then separates into multiple beams, all falling down at the same time. The blast rained down on the villains, way too fast for them to react, but they aren't targeting the Frieza Force. They're heading for each other. The blasts collide with themselves and cause a huge explosion, covering the soldiers. Slowly, the smoke begins to clear, showing the fake silhouettes as Alame and his men start to see what happened. What? What was that supposed to be? They've gone. They used it to escape. Those sly dogs. Are they really that foolish that they think they can escape us? They will surely pay for wasting our time, though. Marrow, put your scouter on and find them. Yes, sir. They couldn't have gotten far at all. Let's see. 2 high power levels in those mountains. They are trying to hide from us. I do like it when they run. So much more fun to catch them. Meanwhile, hidden deep in the caverns, Inoki and Porchini are keeping as quiet and as still as they can, not wanting to alert the soldiers to their position. I have no idea how they found us. They could have followed, but I'm sure I would have noticed. But the sky is clear. It would have been easy for them to follow. But here, there's too much ground to cover, and I made sure they couldn't see.
Are they gonna find us?
I don't think so, but just in case, try not to make a noise. I hate using ourselves as bait, but it's the only way I can know for sure if they followed us. No! Just then, the Frieza force appear. Knowing their exact location, the soldiers just hover above. We can see you. As fun as this cat and mouse game has been, we must put it to an end. They know where we are at all times. I can't risk trying to run anymore. I have to fight. You stay here, okay? Don't let them see you, but also keep in mind, they will know where you are at all times, so be smart about it.
Okay, but you be smart too, bro. Don't go getting yourself killed too.
If you don't come out, I'll just destroy this entire area. Do the wise thing. Then, we can hear the footsteps of our hero entering the battlefield. Inoki has stepped up to fight. Seeking to avenge his fallen friend, he wishes to engage in battle against Commander Alame and his group of soldiers. Will this warrior, now standing alone, be enough to fight the Frieza force and protect his sister and his world? Find out next time on Frieza War! As we continue our story, our hero, Inoki, seems ready to fight. Confident, yet calm. Maybe even too confident. Whereas Alame, commander of this Frieza squadron, is calm, but in a different way. As if this is just another day on the job. As if he's faced warriors like Inoki 1,000 times. For Inoki, this is to protect his family, avenge his fallen friend, and to defend his planet. Alame just sees this as business. You were lucky to escape back there, but it's such a shame you must die now. Megra, attack! Tear him to pieces! Inoki readies his stance and is prepared for battle. The Frieza soldier, Megra, launches a quick punch. Inoki is ready, and after blocking, quickly vanishes with Megra into the sky. Both of them taking to the air, as we can see impacts forming around the clouds. Alame stares up towards the battle. What is going on up there? Has Megra taken this fool out yet? Just then, Megra is sent flying through the air, just missing the Frieza Force team. Alame and Marrow just stare, knowing this warrior, Inoki, is more powerful than they thought. As Megra is sent crashing into the ground below, Inoki starts to descend towards the battlefield. So, you want to tell me why you and your army are here? Or do I have to fight each one of you? Inoki lands on the ground and stares down the Frieza force. I am Commander Alame, and you are lucky you aren't already dead. Pretty tough talk, coming from a commander who hides behind his team. Watch your mouth! I could kill you in an instant if I wanted to. I'm just testing your power. I'd love to test your power too, Commander, but I don't think you'll actually fight me. But please, prove me wrong. I am the one in control here. Marrow, Jetta, kill this clown!
Sending more of your men after me? Fine then, let's dance.
The Saiyan brothers, Jetta and Marrow, rush in to fight Inoki. The intense battle starts with a flurry of punches from the Saiyans to Inoki. Inoki continues to avoid them, watching the enemies as closely as he can to read their movements. Jetta readies a powerful punch. Our hero Inoki is ready though, dodging everything the Saiyans can throw at him. Even as they both attack, Inoki does his best to fend them off. As Marrow goes to deliver another devastating right arm to Inoki, our hero is quick on the dodge, using this brief moment of time to charge an energy beam in his hand. And just when he's ready, he fires it towards Marrow. Even though it seemed like a perfectly timed blast, Marrow is so fast that he quickly dodges it. But Inoki is one step ahead, and finally gets a punch to Marrow's face, landing the first blow of this battle. Jetta is surprised that Inoki has landed a hit on his Saiyan brother. Wow, I don't remember the last time anyone even landed a punch on Marrow. As Marrow dusts himself off, there is a different look in his eye. Interesting. Maybe I can finally let loose on you. It's been years since I've been able to have a real fight. Oh, don't hold back. I don't want to waste either of our time. Give it all you got. So just like Inoki asked, Marrow rushes forward to continue their fight. So Inoki does the same, matching his fury. And the fight continues, rocks and dust flying everywhere in this wasteland. Jetta is shocked at how closely tied they are. This is unreal. I have to know his power level. No one can go toe-to-toe with my brother, not even me. What? This scouter must be broken. They are way closer in power than I would have thought. And I can see now that Marrow isn't kidding around. Inoki is still managing to avoid Marrow's quick punches, while still setting up for attacks of his own. But Marrow is ready for it. The two of them trading blows, repeatedly, both so equally matched that this could go either way. A heavy blow to our hero, but a strong return to his foe. And finally, both of these warriors charge their heads and collide with each other, neither giving up or giving in. Oh man! What is your head made out of, Kachin? It's no wonder you're so stupid. You should stay focused on the fight, little one. I wouldn't want something bad to happen to you. What? Aren't you supposed to be killing me? Why are you giving me advice? Am I? Maybe we want to recruit you. Maybe our Lord Frieza might have bigger plans for you with your power level. Or maybe this whole conversation is simply a distraction, and I'm not as stupid as you might think. Inoki pauses for a moment. Are you just trying to psych me out, or... Ah! Inoki is hit with a surprise attack from behind. He turns to see who attacked him, and he sees the Saiyan, Jetta. Now do I have your full attention? I don't want any more games. Just you and me, one-on-one. Commander Alame might be afraid to fight you, but I am a Saiyan. I will always have pride that most members of the Frieza Force will never understand. Well, I am very happy with this idea. It's good to know not all of you Frieza guys are cowards. Forget this. Let's just kill him now, Jetta. As even he says, we haven't got all day. No! Marrow is shocked by how much Jetta wants this fight on his own. Please, brother. We know you can beat this guy, but I want to prove to myself too. I want to fight this guy with no help. It's the only way I'm gonna get stronger, don't you agree? You're lucky you're my brother. For the record, I think this is a stupid idea, but go ahead. Okay, good. We're all agreed. Well, I'm ready, Jetta. Give me everything you've got. Jetta rushes at full speed to fight Inoki, eager for this chance to prove himself to his older brother. But just then, Alame intervenes. No! I command you both attack him. This isn't a vacation. This is a mission from Lord Frieza. I highly suggest you take Marrow's help. I don't need Marrow's help. I am perfectly capable of fighting this fool on my own. I think maybe Alame is right, brother. We could just destroy him and then our mission is finished. See? You're not as stupid as you look, Marrow. Make your brother see. You know, monkey see, monkey do. Marrow glares at Alame for a brief moment. Then back to Jetta. Have your fun, brother. I won't interfere. Thank you. I appreciate you giving me this fight. I won't let you down. Jetta rushes right to Inoki and hits him with a powerful strike, knocking the hero back. Then a strong kick straight to the chin, whilst Jetta readies his hand for an energy attack. Inoki is sent flying through the air, barely aware of his surroundings, as Jetta sends his attack, heading straight for Inoki, high into the sky. Then just at the last second, Inoki manages to dodge it, but the close call is short-lived, as Jetta is right up behind him. Launching a clean slicing swipe, Inoki just manages to escape the attack in time. Flying up even higher, Inoki tries to get out of the rocky terrain and to the tops of the structures that look like mushrooms. But Jetta is right behind him. You can't escape, you fool! I can find you wherever you go! And I know that you're not faster than me! Inoki disagrees with this and flies as fast as he can go, but is quickly proven wrong as Jetta appears before him, stopping our hero in his tracks. Wow, this guy really is faster than me. I need to watch out. One mistake and I could be done for. Listen to me, I have a proposal for you. I think you're going to be very interested to hear what I've got to say. The two warriors head down to a flat surface, still above the clouds, but solid enough to talk and be alone for a few minutes. The two of them land, and as the wind blows, the warriors stare at each other, neither one of them taking their eyes off the other for even a second. Okay, you wanted to talk? That's fine. I'm all ears. But tell me first, why are you here? Okay then. We all work for Lord Frieza. He seems to want to confront your king for some reason. Something about obtaining a device. But I'm sure he will destroy your planet afterwards anyway. Right, but one thing I'm more curious about. When we were flying away from you, you found us. Like you knew where we were at all times. How did you do that? No, this is called a scouter. It can detect life forms and large power signatures. I can always find you as long as I know exactly how strong you are. So I just look for that specific number, and you can't do anything about it. It's how Frieza's planned to find your king. But you are one of the strongest life forms on the planet. So you stick out like a sore thumb. Oh no! So as long as Porchini is with me, She'll never be safe. I need a new plan, and fast. I can't hide her if I don't find a way to lose these guys, or defeat them. It's not a question of if we can find you, but when. And all our teams have at least 2 scouters with us. Our scouters also work as communicators too. But I am very aware that Alame hasn't got one. Well, at least not on his head. Could you imagine trying to fit a scouter on those big ears? But you, I can scan you right now and tell you exactly what your power level is. But honestly, that is information I'm going to keep to myself for now. Okay, so what is this proposal you have for me? Seems very odd that you'd lead us up here away from your own team. Alright, I'm gonna be very direct with you. I hate this army. I hate Frieza. And I hate working under Commander Alame. I'm surprised you work under him at all. Like I'm sure that you're stronger than him. It was Frieza's choice not to have a monkey in charge. I think he puts us under Alame's command on purpose. Like his way of keeping us in line. But I'm sick of it. King Cold wasn't this bad. So, why are you telling me this? What do you want from me exactly? Well, I suggest we work together. We could team up and take them out when they're not looking. I'm telling you, they will destroy your planet once Frieza has what he's after. We have scanned this planet for energy signatures. We already know that none of you are a match for Frieza. Considering you've come to destroy our planet, and you work for this Frieza person, I think I'd be pretty stupid to believe your word on anything. I'm telling you, I want nothing to do with Frieza anymore. I'm tired of feeling like his pet. And I'm sure my brother feels the same way. The only problem is, Commander Alame is dedicated to the Frieza Force for life. So this may be the only way, helping each other out. Inoki pauses for a moment, contemplating his next move. But just then, Jetta starts to take off his scouter, holding it in his hand, as Inoki looks on, confused. What are you doing? As a token of good faith, I will even give you my very own personal scouter. Showing that not only am I serious, but I trust you. What you say? As the Saiyan Jetta extends his offer to join, our hero Inoki contemplates his choice. Can Jetta be trusted? Will he betray? Find out next time on Frieza War! Our story continues high above the clouds on the planet Mosha. We see 2 figures flying down from the mushroom-like structures towards the battlefield. It appears to be Inoki and Jetta of the Frieza Force. Alame, commander of the squadron, is surprised by the sight of these 2 warriors, enemies a few moments ago, suddenly flying back together. As the 2 of them land in front of Alame, Jetta is questioned. And what do you think this is, Jetta? Explain yourself! This is the newest recruit of the Frieza Force, Inoki. He is a powerful warrior, and no doubt will be an amazing ally to Lord Frieza, wouldn't you say? Marrow, brother of Jetta, glares at this new recruit, suspicious of his intentions. Don't look at me like that, Marrow. You know how strong he is, right? You even fought him yourself. I say we stop wasting time here and head back to Lord Frieza's ship. Our mission here is completed now that Inoki has joined our team. No, it's not that simple. This person you have chosen is not fit to join the Frieza Force. Not everyone who wants to serve Lord Frieza is just let in like that. He would have to prove himself first, earn his place, Or have you forgotten, Jetta? Listen, I'm fully committed to joining your team, and I can tell you that I am more than strong enough. Are you going to at least let me try, Commander? I will personally vouch for Inoki. I trust that he will do the right thing, as he knows what will happen if he fails us. He is one of us, Alame, I'm telling you. Alame looks down at the Saiyan Jetta, not filled with the same confidence that he has in his new friend. Okay, Inoki, you want to be one of us. I can't just take your word for it. You turned on your planet so quickly, you must understand my suspicions. Inoki, silent, not wanting to say the wrong thing, just looks at Alame walking past him towards a few rocks. We all have to prove how loyal we are to the Frieza Force, and I have my own way for you to prove it. If you truly are one of us, wearing our scouter isn't convincing enough. So I say this. Kill this young girl you came here with, and you will have proven yourself worthy to join us. This isn't all about strength. You must also show your willingness to follow orders, no matter what they are, and this is the perfect test for you. Inoki looks on, in shock, as he takes a moment to contemplate his options. Does he kill Porchini and potentially save his planet by joining the Frieza Force? I know it's a big ask, my friend, but I promise, in the long run, it will be worth it. Trust me. There is no other way. I personally put my life on the line for you, Inoki. Don't let us both down. I'm counting on you. Do what is best for everyone. Inoki, still unsure, takes a moment, turning his head to look over to Porchini. He just stares intently at his younger sister. Porchini, scared of what is going to happen, wishing she was anywhere but here, just looks back at her big brother. Porchini, little sister, I'm sorry. There is no other way. For the planet Mosha, I must do what's best, and I can no longer hold on to this any longer. Porchini just closes her eyes, as if she's accepted her fate. Hey, think fast, sis! Inoki then throws his scouter to Porchini, and as quickly as that, he turns his hand to Alame, charged, ready, and fires! A direct shot straight to the commander's face. No time to dodge or even block. Marrow looks on, in shock at what just happened. What? That traitor! How dare he! In the aftermath of this devastating blow, we see the slight outline of a man standing in the cloud of dust left behind by the blast. As the smoke clears, we see Alame has survived, and more angry than ever. Well, this isn't gonna be good. He really doesn't look too happy, huh? You worm! You think you're pretty smart? That was the last shot you're ever gonna get! Now you die! Frieza Force, attack! All remaining members of the team attack Inoki at once, surrounding him, so there is no choice but to fight. Fists fly everywhere, and Inoki is only just able to still dodge, but very much on the defensive. Oh no you don't! There's no way you're getting out of here alive! Alame goes fully on the attack now, launching multiple punches at our hero. Marrow goes for a direct strike, but Inoki is fast enough to dodge at the last second. Man, this is not going my way. I need a second to catch my breath before thinking of the next move. Just then, Anoki turns to see Alame is already behind him. Don't slow down now, fool! The fun is just starting! Alame grabs Anoki tight, reducing his movement and leaving him completely defenseless. See? I knew you couldn't fight me on your own. You're nothing without your teammates. Oh? Well, it's a good thing I have them, isn't it? Because you're here all alone. Marrow launches forward, ready to deliver what might be the finishing blow to Anoki. Ah! Just as it's about to hit, Anoki uses the bit of strength he has left to kick himself up, right as Marrow's strike is about to hit, avoiding the punch and letting Alame take the hit. Ah! Seeing this as his moment to attack, Anoki quickly punches Marrow as hard as he can. Then right after, moving quickly towards Alame, clashing with the commander. How are you even still alive? We will quickly rectify this mistake. This has gone on long enough. Marrow then fires several ki blasts towards the two fighters, hoping to cause some damage to Anoki. More prepared than before, Anoki readies himself to once again fight with the evil foes, dodging where he can, but also trying to keep the attacks coming, as to keep things on a mostly even ground. Blocking both Marrow and Alame's attack, Anoki's confidence begins to show. I knew it! You aren't as strong as you like to think. You just rely on team attacks. And not a very good team at that. It's about time to finally end this, don't you think? Ah! Just then, Anoki is shot in the back with an energy blast. Marrow watches on in shock as Anoki falls slowly to the floor. Landing on the ground, Anoki is out cold, hit by a surprise attack.
Oh, big bro, get up! Don't go out like this. Not to these guys.
It was Jeddah. He stands proud with his hand raised from the sneak attack on our hero. What were you thinking? We could have been like brothers. Ruling the galaxy as part of the strongest force in history. No one could have touched us. But no. You just couldn't let go of your past here, could you? You had to go and ruin a good thing. It never would have worked out. I'm not the kind to blindly follow orders. Sorry. You won't be the kind to do anything anymore. It's been an interesting mission, but this fun must now come to an end. You have betrayed us, and that is a crime punishable by death. And I am the executioner. Now say goodbye to this planet and everything you know. Suddenly, Anoki raises his foot for a direct hit in the Dragon Balls. Why you? As Alame clenches himself hard, Anoki is ready with an energy wave, blasting directly at his foe, Alame. Alame was able to get his hands up just a tiny bit, but not fast enough to stop the majority of the blast from doing his damage. As the smoke clears, Alame is enraged at Anoki, but also something else. Jetta! So it's true then! You betrayed us! You and this fool plotting against us! So you figured it out then, did you? Yeah, I admit. The blast I hit Anoki with was part of our plan, just to get you by surprise. Just when you thought you were safe, I'm done taking orders, Alame. You will pay for this, you stupid monkey. Both of you will be destroyed. I will make sure, I swear it. Marrow, kill this traitor now. Show him what happens to those who double-cross the Frieza Force. Marrow looks at Alame and Jetta. This is your mess, Alame. You're the commander, remember? You not managing your team has nothing to do with me. You fool, Alame! You think my brother would fight me? Let's finish him off, Marrow! With the three of us, we would barely break a sweat. Then we are free to do whatever we like. I'm not helping you either, brother. As I said, this mess has nothing to do with me. And as quick as that, Marrow flies off, leaving Jetta to face the consequences from the commander by himself. That wasn't very smart, disobeying me like that, Marrow. But I will deal with you later. For now, I must punish these traitors. Okay, Inoki, this guy isn't as tough as you might think. And he's also kinda stupid for a commander. Oh, you didn't think I could tell? Let's just rush in and overpower him. He's not the kind of guy that I think you need a plan for. The two warriors move forward, racing towards their shared opponent. But Alame stands ready, insistent on holding his ground against the newly formed alliance. With a flurry of attacks, Alame is ready for their strength, blocking at every chance, but waiting for a clear opening. He goes for it with a high kick, but Jetta is ready with a swift defense. Inoki charges Alame and hits a strike right in the face, followed by Jetta landing a blow of his own, launching him into the sky with devastating force, right into the side of a building-like structure. As the debris starts crumbling around, we see Alame smashed into the wall from Jetta's punch. Wow, Inoki was right about you. You're such a weakling compared to my Saiyan might. You should never have been put in charge of us. Saiyan might? What happened to that pride you spoke of? You had to backstab, plot, and eventually team up with the enemy to even stand a chance against me. There is no Saiyan pride here, just Saiyan cowardice. I should have guessed that you'd never become anything on your own. First hiding behind your brother, now hiding behind this weakling. You'll never be anything but a simple monkey. And now it's time to send you to oblivion, along with your new friend you're so fond of. So to the both of you, go to hell! Not a chance, Alame! Both warriors put all their might into their energy blast and fire them towards each other. Hurtling fast at their opponent, both Commander Alame and the Saiyan Jetta know the fate of their battle will be decided here. So they unleash their strongest blast. Until finally, they collide. Jetta knows he must defeat Alame to forever be free from the control of Frieza. And Alame knows this mission is already falling apart, so this is the only thing he can do, or face Frieza's wrath. Both warriors put their all into their attacks, but we see that even with all of his Saiyan might, Jetta is losing the battle as the beam isn't strong enough. Come on! I can't lose to this fool! I'm a Saiyan! I must push through! Yes! Die, monkey, die! I am ready to bathe in your pathetic low-class blood! Just as Jetta is losing the beam struggle, out of nowhere, we see familiar hands doing a familiar motion. It's Inoki, ready to assist his newfound ally. He fires his own blast to help Jetta in the battle. What? No! You will not change the outcome of this battle! What took you so long? Waiting to make a dramatic entrance or something? I was wondering if you could handle him by yourself, but I guess I was wrong. Yeah, sure. Let's just end this, okay? Inoki puts all of his power into his ultimate attack, whereas Jetta pushes forward with the energy he still has to spare. Together, they combine their energy to launch the ultimate blast. penetrating right through the energy blast that Alame has sent forward, and coming right out the other end, heading straight for the commander. With nowhere to run, Alame is struck with the blast, surrounding the foe in energy as he begins to disappear into the sky. The blast is so powerful, it goes right by Alame and shoots off into space. An exhausted Jetta catches his breath. That is one problem I never have to worry about anymore. Good riddance. Just as Jetta calms down, he sees the body of Commander Alame heading towards the planet. I guess I spoke too early. Alame is drifting down, beaten and with no energy left to spare, crashing into the ground with devastating force. As he lies there, broken and damaged, smoke still coming from his body, he tries to talk, trying to muster up the strength to do it. He can't move, Jetta. We should get going before anyone picks up our power levels on the scouters. I do have a destination in mind. What? Are you crazy? He's still alive! We must finish him right now before it's too late. Alame folds up his sleeve, revealing a strange device on his wrist. We don't need to kill him. He's no threat to us now. If anything, he might recover and learn something from this. Lord Frieza, this is Commander Alame. Jetta has betrayed us and is planning a rebellion. Marrow has left the battlefield also. Please send help our way. No, enough! Jetta has heard enough, and with one blast, Commander Alame is no more. There, now it's over. I'm leaving this place.
But you helped us out. Why not come with us instead? We are planning to head to see the legendary sage Shantae. She might be able to help us against Frieza's army.
I don't trust your judgment, kid. Either of you. Your momentary hesitation with Alame has cost us big. Why? You killed him anyway, didn't you? Yep, I did. But now there's a bigger problem for us to worry about. Frieza knows about us. He knows we're a threat. He knows I betrayed him. And one thing I know about Frieza, he will not let it go. With Alame gone, what will become of Jetta and our heroes? Will Marrow join back with Frieza, or side with his brother? And what of Frieza? How will his mission to see the king fare? Find out next time on Frieza War! Thank you for watching this episode of Frieza War. And if you managed to find the Dragon Ball hidden in the background, make sure to post it in the comments. Until next time, peace!